Time now, 7:06. Fun with physics. That's our goal today.
And we are joined by University of Illinois professor Matt Selen, our favorite mad scientist.
He's here to answer our questions of why. So, what are you going to teach us today, Matt?
Well, I think we're going to look at solids and liquids and gases a little bit more, specifically liquids and gases. But before we start with this, let me ask the viewers a question. Since we're going to be doing this sort of on a regular basis, I was hoping that people might want to send me questions, because there's nothing more fun than answering questions that people ask.
Absolutely.
Why not?
And also, you know, I could give a little prize for the best question we get every week or something like that, like a T-shirt. If you see, I'm very nicely dressed here, and we have extra T-shirts just like this that I can send to folks. So if anybody has any science questions or physics questions or anything like that, please send them to me. And I think you guys probably have an email address or something that you can show, right?
That's right. We can show. You can send them to us, and we'll direct them to you. News at WCIA.com. That sounds like a great project to find out what people want to know.
Excellent. And so next week, I think we might start talking a little bit about the physics of sports like football and baseball and things like that. But to finish off this week, what we saw in the last little segment was how gases take up a lot more space than liquids. That's why you boil water to make steam to make a locomotive run, for example. So we have a cool demo to show this some more here. I've got a bucket of water, and it's just a plain old milk bucket that I got at the hardware store. And I'm going to put some soap in here. And we all know what happens when you blow in soapy water. You get bubbles, right? And so if you put just a little bit of soap in here, and that's going in pretty slowly, so I'm going to put a little more. Whoops. Okay, I put way too much soap in. This is going to be dangerous. But okay, that's fine. So what I'm about to do now is I'm going to chuck a big bucket of liquid nitrogen into this bucket of water that has soap in it. The liquid nitrogen is going to boil very rapidly, and you're going to get bubbles. Okay, and so it's up to you to guess how many bubbles we're going to get. So while you're thinking about that, I'm going to put on my safety glasses, because we like to be very safe when we do science. You like those? And now I'm going to take my bucket. And you see this thing is pretty full. There's over a gallon of liquid nitrogen in there, so I got to be kind of careful. And so on the count of 3, I'm going to dump it in here. And Scott, you may want to move back because you might get wet or something. Okay, so 1, 2. Holy smokes. Okay, so now I had my second bath of the day. It's pretty good. See all that soap? I'm very clean. It's a good thing I put on the goggles.
Yes, it is.
Now that the smoke is clearing, you can see also that my new running shoes are clean, and my arms are clean, and I think
our camera's clean.
The camera is pretty clean too, yeah. So isn't that cool?
That is cool.
So the lesson here is that you get a lot of gas from just a little bit of liquid. And we just showed it, and we're going to leave a mess on the sidewalk.
You know, now Robert was wondering, where do you get this liquid nitrogen stuff?
Oh, we use it all the time in physics research because it's very cold. It's about 77 degrees Kelvin, or 200 degrees below 0 Celsius, and so it's very useful for doing research. We cool our detectors with it, and we do all kinds of stuff. So we buy it by the thousands of gallons.
But you can't just buy that at your hardware store.
No, but if you want some, talk to me.
I don't think we want to arm Robert with liquid nitrogen.
Earlier this morning, Robert was telling us how he blew up his chemistry lab.
Oh, yeah, that's fun. I did that when I was a kid, too.
See, and look what it's led to.
And as an adult.
Okay. Well, thank you, Matt. And again, we want to encourage viewers, news at WCIA.com. Give us your science questions, and we'll pass them along to you, Matt, and then you can try to answer them, and they get to win one of the dashing T-shirts like you are wearing.
That would be wonderful. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Glad you could be here.
Matt Selen, live there on the University of Illinois campus, standing in soap.
What fun.
He is a lot of fun. There's absolutely no doubt about it. When Matt is here, it's a good time.
It's a good, well, anytime anything is exploding, that we explode intentionally.
Yeah, everything like that is always fun. Gives science a good name. The name is Doggy, but this cat had the